everyone, it's Kathy and welcome back to Kathy's Happy Home. I took Joe to the VA hospital today and we were running really late even though we left on time. I should have left early, uh, but leave it to me because I didn't know that they're doing all this work on I-95 and 5 lanes went down into 2 lanes. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. And then I didn't know that they were doing road work in front of the hospital, and we sat and sat and sat there. I got him here. He's supposed to be here 15 minutes ahead of time. I got him here 3 minutes ahead of time. So I hope they take him. He hasn't called me to say that he's coming out, so that's good. Good sign. And I'm sitting here in the car. I didn't want to go in anyway. Where his doctor is today is up on, I think it's the 3rd floor, and you have to walk down really long corridors and all. And my legs are pretty swollen. My feet are really swollen and hurt. And not sure if I told you or not, but I broke my toe the other day, and I'm in pain. So even though the walker I have is in the back seat and my cane is in the back seat, I just didn't want to do that walking. So I promised him I'd keep the doors locked. I wouldn't be talking to anyone except you guys, of course. And he's going to call me when he gets out, and then I'll tell him where I'm parked and what elevator to get to come down to the parking lot, and I'll pick him up and we'll go home. Or if I can talk him into it, maybe out to eat. In any case, I thought I would take this opportunity to give you a little Kathy chat and let you know what's going on. It's always so noisy here. I'm going to take my glasses off. They're bothering me. I really have to get to the eye doctor because I noticed that this prescription isn't quite what I need now. Things are blurry in my right eye especially. So I gotta do that within the next couple weeks. I think I'm due in June anyhow, but maybe they'll take me early. Well, I have to see how my insurance works, because if my insurance kicks in, it's free. I sound like an old radio ad, don't I? Now I'm really dating myself. But in any case, I haven't been around because of so many things going on. And honestly, there's so much going on that I cannot remember what I told you and what I didn't. I know that you know about my friend Deb. And she's now in hospice. And they've given her 2 to 3 weeks to live. But she's happy where she is. She's comfortable. Her one arm is completely paralyzed now. So she has trouble eating. She has trouble swallowing. I think they have her on things like applesauce and pudding. I'm sorry, this is really hard to talk about because we met each other when we were 15 years old. And 45 years is a long, long time to be friends with someone. And she's more like my sister. I mean, we fight like sisters. I'm so glad that the last few times we were together, we had such a good time. And we were just driving around and we were laughing, and uh, she even called me the next day and said, "Man, that was such a good time we had." And I said, "Yeah, wasn't it? That was great." And so my sister said to me, "Don't think of her being sick. Just remember the couple weeks before that you had such a good time." And she was the old Deb. All the laughing and fooling around. We went to pick a friend up from the hospital. She had had a colonoscopy, of course. She had to have someone pick her up. And we got lost. And we were just, instead of being upset, we were like, "Turn here, no, turn here," and laughing. And I'll miss not having those times with her. I trust God implicitly. I trust Him with every fiber of my being. But sometimes it's hard to know why certain things happen. Why her husband died 6 months ago, and now she's dying. And all she says is that she misses him and she can't wait to see him. And that's going to be the happy part. Excuse me 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. I was just checking because I wasn't sure where my face was in the frame, and I realized I have to aim it a little bit lower because you weren't getting anything on the bottom of my face. But anyway, the other sad news is my big boy Jack the cat, is in severe renal failure, and his vet has said that she thinks there's no cure, there's no way of treating it, he's not going to get better, and she said the kind thing to do would be to put him down. So I made an appointment for next Monday at 12:30 to put him down. But I don't know if I can do this. He's not running around the house, but he's moving easily. He's not really eating, but he eats a little bit. He drinks a lot. And today, before I came, he climbed up next to me on the sofa and was cuddling me and purring and purring. And I don't have the heart to do it. And I'm thinking, why don't I just leave him to die in peace at home? I don't know what I'm going to do. I truly don't know what I'm going to do. So, that's why you haven't seen me. And some other things, which I'm not at liberty to talk about yet. But I will be soon. So let's talk about something happier. It's beautiful today. Sunny, up in the 80s. I think spring/summer is finally here. It's lovely. I got my grass cut yesterday. The son of a friend of mine came over and helped me with that. But I want to go out probably tomorrow morning when it's cooler and get some of the weeds cut down. I need to thin out my irises. I see there's 2 lilacs on the bush, so I may cut them and bring them in and make the house smell nice. My grandmother always did that. She had a huge lilac bush filled with lilacs every year, and she used to bring them inside the house. And in big vases all over, and the house smelled so good. What else can I tell you? Well, I have a what I've read video coming up very soon. If I can do it when I get home, or maybe tomorrow, I'm going to try to get it up before the end of the week. And I'll tell you, Thank you for your kind words about the prayer series I'm doing for Sunday Praise. I am finding that I'm talking more to me than I am to you guys. I have trouble with waiting, and the prayer of Hannah on waiting was just what I needed to hear. And then this one on Solomon I did this week, where he asked for wisdom. I have some really big decisions to make, and I need wisdom. So I'm wondering what God's going to try to teach me this week. I haven't even looked at it yet. But whatever it is, I'm sure I'm going to need it. Probably more so than any of you who view it. Um, but I'm glad that it's a positive thing. And thank you for saying that I'm a natural teacher. I don't think I am. I do the best I can. I write out my lesson, as you can see, and then I just basically read it. I try not to read it, but I've never been good at memorizing my lessons. Never. Even with the little kids. I try to do better with the little kids because they're familiar Bible stories. Um, but what I tend to do with my Bible study, my ladies' Bible study on Tuesday, is I'll read a paragraph and then I'll say, let's talk about this. What do you feel about? How do you think this worked? And get a discussion going. I hate to be lectured, and I don't want to lecture anyone else. I want a discussion. I want them to say, well, I think, even if they don't agree with me, because that's how you learn. That's how I learn, and sometimes I'm the one wrong. Lots of times I'm the one wrong, and it really helps. Trying to decide what else to tell you. It's just been really, really busy. And I'm so glad to have a chance to just do it, Kathy Chat. I made an apple pie the other day, which lasted about 2 seconds. I have some more apples that are starting to go bad, so I'm going to do an apple cobbler, and I've shown you both of those are both in the kitchen playlist. And 2 nights ago, I made the chicken and stuffing in the crock pot that Joe said, never lose this recipe. And it turned out just as good as the first time. It's one of our favorites. I don't make it nearly enough, but it really, really is good. And so I think I'm going to have to do it more often anyway. The beginning of June is my sister's end of the summer. No, not the end of the summer. June 1st is her Memorial Day / summer cookout. So I'm really looking forward to that. I know she's going to ask me to bring potato salad because she always asks me to bring potato salad. My family loves my potato salad. And Joe's birthday is coming up too, and I'm trying to decide what to do for him. We're really short on money, and we had some big bills, like vet bills. It was almost $300 to take Jack to the vet the other day, and here I couldn't even use the medicine that they gave me because he's too sick to use it. But he got 2 shots. He got blood work. I know those things add up, but $300. I did not expect that, and so we're sort of broke. I did want to go away that weekend because his birthday is on Monday, but I don't see how we can. It just isn't feasible. So I'm trying to think of something else, and probably take him out to dinner someplace. I tend to not give tangible gifts because we don't need anything else to come into the house. Joe likes to give make jewelry or something like that. But I prefer to give experiences, like a show or a dinner. So that's probably what we'll do. We'll go out to eat someplace. Uh, so I guess that's about it. I don't know what else to tell you. But I hope you've enjoyed this little Kathy chat. Like I said, when I can tell you about what else is going on, I will. But right now, it's completely out of my hands. I can't speak about it. But I will. And you can see there's a car parking in back of me that's shining its headlights right in the camera. But I will talk to you again really soon. See you later. Bye.